Boom, boom. This is Kimberly. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land reloaded up today. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Nothing major going on in terms of events. Keep up the track of what you're doing on all of these. As like I say, we're not exactly sure whether or not these are going to be actually renewed, I should say, come next update. But I'll be finishing this one up pretty soon. And get the final 20 for this. This will now allow me to complete 2 sets. I have a full set for Tank Sand, and I'll be able to complete a full set for Wool. But do keep an eye on them and keep up on them, at least until the end. We'll see. Hopefully they'll get renewed. In terms of actual events, we do have smaller events up. We've got login rewards, Immortal Herb event. So you'll be able to get some of that. We've also got a Spirit Avatar event. So you'll be able to get some items for these. Time limited sale is excellent. As you can see, I've already purchased a bunch of SS. These are SS plus herbs. These are not the triple S herbs. I'm really not sure why they're only giving out SS plus herbs in an event. You would think that they would have triple S herbs available, but for some reason they don't. And then just a bunch of enhancement items for them. Herb Essence, Heaven and Earth Essence. Do grab, of course, the Spirit Avatar advancement. It's only 8, like I say. If you want to get a bulk of these, you just have to wait until the Master Forge event. 2 events ago in the Master Forge, they had a bunch of these available. Really, the only way to get them is when they do have this event for the Spirit Avatars, and when they have, you can't really get enough of them to make a difference unless the forge. There's just really no other way to do it. They do have some for sale inside of the token event whenever there's a new character or whenever there's a character pool event for the new SP characters. They do have some in the exchange shop, but they're way overpriced. And you only get a handful. And you need a large amount of these to level up. I'm hoping they'll change the format for that, for the Spirit Avatars. And then, of course, some of the Avatar Essence. Okay, so Chast event is up, open 300 because it's a 10 times for 30. You can get some of these. This is all really good stuff for leveling up the herbs, so you may as well do it. Okay, they don't have a herb event very often, so you probably have enough to open it up. Weekly gift bags, pretty good. Okay, I'm still waiting off on this one. I'm probably going to go ahead and get it just because of the fact that it has 1,500 of the actual tickets in it. 34,301. Yeah, I got enough. I just wanted to make sure how much I was going to have. Really good ones. So I would definitely purchase all 3 of them. Okay. Time limited rebates. Of course, this is daily packs. Same thing. Nothing here unless you're going to want to spend some money. Keep up with the battle pass. As always, they still haven't really done anything in the shop. Okay, but it's it's still a way to get your hands on some of the more. These 2 items right here are fairly interesting. Nothing that would that I really think that you put tokens on, but until they start putting the queue and whatnot inside of here, I just don't see anything else to spend them on. So these are your best bet. I mean, you can use these, but you can get these other ways. The actual Divine Buds. So I have to see, but yeah, it is what it is. It's another way to get them if you want to, but how difficult it is to get those tickets, I really would not be spending it on just 5. I mean, come on. They could do a lot better than that. So let's take a look at where we are with the consecutive 7-day event. Again, special fund again. These are all standard events, and then the actual packet drop, which you should be taking part in each day, because you get the diamonds when the event ends. So it's going to be ending in a few days here. So definitely want to participate. Characters. As you can see, I'm up to 98, so I went up another billion. This was primarily due to the actual dragon. I did manage to rank up one of my, from the last event, managed to rank up one of the actual hidden weapons to 4-star. And that enabled me to get quite a bit of the points, which enabled me to put another one on and hook these up. So we're just moving along. I'm at 310. Okay. 360 is the next event up. Okay, so we'll just, we'll keep bucking away. Hopefully, this is a long-term event. This is not something that you're going to do on a daily basis. Okay, but when we get to 360, we'll be able to do it. Right now, I'm at 360 to unlock, and I'm at 310. So that's the way you look at that. I like it. It's a large amount of BP whenever you do rank it up. You can get points you can get the dragon power anytime you upgrade an item. So it's a good, nice little event, something to give you on to work long term. Whenever they don't have anything much going on, if you can get some rank ups and whatnot, you can throw a little bit into that and get a large amount of BP. That did help with this, along with the rank up of one of the actual hidden weapons. They're coming along, starting to get a little bit better in terms of what they're offering rewards for the hidden weapons. Finally, I was able to bring up the 9 instrument to 3, and brought 4 up, spirit cannon to 4. Okay, and I'm well on way to getting this maxed out, 5 stars, because I've already got the beauty. I want to max this out because I've got it in tandem with the I think, yeah, it's on the Peerless Peacock Feather. So, and these two are SP items. You can put 3 items onto this. You can put a triple S onto it and an SS Plus onto it. So again, another reason to not neglect some of the older items is because you can pair them with the newer items for more power, so more BP. So definitely something you don't want to ignore these items. Characters completed. It's given me a lot of time to focus on getting a build up of more attack items because I'm going to need those for Wu. So we've got maxed out. Limit reached on all of those. Same for Wu. Gold plus 4 is your max. So right now, and the same for Inming. So basically right now I'm focusing on gathering up items to max out Wu whenever I get her. It could be a little ways away. Or it could be, it's all RNG. So, weighted RNG. So I could get, next event could be 2-3 events away. So far, it hasn't been I haven't been very fortunate in the draws on her. But it is what it is. So keep those events in mind. Other than that, there's nothing else going on. It's really, we're really in sort of a phase event. We should be seeing the new character drop. I would say probably sometime this week. Wouldn't not surprise me if it was in the next couple of days is when we'll see the new character. And we'll talk about the new character when it comes out. But it should, the Wu, you're looking for, in terms of SPs, we're looking for Wu, and we're looking for BB Dong. Apparently those two are the overpowered characters in the SP form, from what I've been hearing. So those are 2 characters that you want to focus on. We've already got Wu, and we should be seeing the next up pretty soon. I'm hoping it'll be BB Dong, because she's my favorite character from the actual anime. So it's good, and as I said in my last video, 4 attackers is something that can be considered now, simply because of the fact that Gold 4 seems to be the maximum. Once you get to 119, level 119, you'll be able to max out those items, and you can be able to start focusing on, like I've got completely maxed out, Tang San and Hu, so I can start focusing on the other characters. So you can for PvE run 4 attackers. You of course still want to run 4 attackers inside of PvP. You'll die pretty fast. You're going to need your tanks and your healing for that, but you can probably get by with PvE without a healer or without attack. And we're going to be putting that to the test whenever I'll get Wu, and got to put Wu in replace of Inming and see how I fare. And then I'll place it in place of Evil Eye, which is an attacker. But when I place Iming, I'll have 4 attackers inside of there. Then I'll have to start, we'll test it out and see which way is best. If I can still survive fine without a tank, you know, you go 4 attackers, you get more damage. That's the key, is keeping your keeping good rankings inside of those events. And the more damage that you do, the more you get in terms of rewards, and that's what you want to look for. Other than that, everything else is pretty much the same. So we'll have an event here in a couple of days. This event, based on this, it looks to be it's only a 2-day event. The actual, so you're not going to have much time. But again, it's Immortal Herbs and Spirit Avatars. For those of you new to the game, Spirit Avatars are this item right here. It's not Spirit Souls. Don't confuse the two. Spirit Avatar is this item right here. This is your Spirit Avatar. So this is what this event is for. Oh, and I've got Godfall. Forgot to activate that. I wonder how long that's been sitting there. I think that's the only one that I've got. Yeah, that's the only one I've got. So this is your Spirit Avatar. It runs fine until you get to the stars. Once you get to the stars, you're going to switch over to the moons. Once you switch over to the moons, you're going to need the Spirit Avatar Advancement Stones, which are exceedingly difficult to get unless you get into a Master Forge event. But it's really interesting how many of them it's requiring at this point. I would expect first level moon to just like maybe 1 or maybe 5 or 10, but they're wanting 65 of these things, along with 735 of the essence. Now this you can get a pretty steady stream of the Spirit Avatar essence. It's in some of the shops, and usually they throw it at you during events, so you'll be able to get it. But these, like I say, these Avatar Advancement Stones are just very, very rare, very, very rare. So I'm just trying to build up a thing right now. I like the Spirit Avatar on Tank Sam, but I got a feeling I'm going to like the one on Wu. Wu's overpowered, so I'm sort of holding off a little bit on some of the stuff that I would normally throw onto Tang San. I'm going to wait and throw it onto her since she's supposed to be OP. Okay, in terms of that, so that's why I'm holding off a little bit. As I said in my last event, you want to focus on the SP characters. That's the only way you're going to be able to get your hands on enough of these right here, which is the red soul rings, because you need these to level up the skills, and they're just not available. The only place to get them is inside of the actual hunting ground, and you need to get real high inside of the darkness to actually get these, because the drop rate is just horrendous. It's a horrendous drop rate for these. But this is the only place that you can get them. So you need to generally get up to about here or here before you can start, you're pretty much guaranteed to get one once you've completed these two, about every 30 or so. Down here, I don't know what the rate is. They don't talk about the rate. They say it's at 42%, but that's not the case, because you see them a lot more frequently. You do. I did 30 in one day, didn't get any. I have not, I'm saving them up right now, because once I get Wu, I'm going to be able to jump into this next level right here. This is where I got 2 in the last, before they reset it. I was at this level, and I got 2 inside of here in about, I think it was about, it's like 60 or 70 throws. So I'm really just holding on to my tokens and just going to use them inside of here. Okay, I'll do enough to get to go through the event, because you can get a large batch of them if you do like 12. So I'll do 12 tokens, but I'm really just holding on to tokens. That's why you can see I've got 123 of them. Once I get up to that level, then I'll throw a lot of them at it. But I just don't see the need to actually utilize that beforehand. It's just not effective. You can get all of these that you want from this right here. They drop quite regularly. I just got 2 this morning. when I did the pulls on this. So these are not a problem whatsoever. You should be able to easily get a set of these. Okay, so and use them for that. And go from there. But yeah, the reds, you want to put the reds inside of the skills it's just more productive that way. Ranking up those skills. But like I say, there's really no way to get them. They did have them inside of here. The Royal Hunting batting, but they stopped it. It ended at 3, which was a month ago or so, and they have not renewed it. Like I said, I'm hoping they will, as I've said at the earlier in the video, but you know, they're not. This is no longer an issue. I've been upset with the amount of SPs, but they had them in the forge now, so I have enough to. Once I get that piece right there, I will that combined with the items that I got in the event. There should be 65. I only need 60. That'll be the 20. That'll give me 85. It's 20 for each piece. 4 pieces. That get 80 is all you need, and I'll have that. So I'll have a complete set for Wu, and you can get a bunch of BP. When I maxed out the ones on Tang San, I got a bunch. There is an expiration of it. So if you do have, whenever you see, look in here, make sure you don't. It'll be at the top. If you do have them, I already spent the currency for it, so I'm not in risk of losing anything. One of the things I am building up right now is I'm trying to rebuild back up this because I want to awaken Wu, and I'm going to have to be cashing in a little bit of that. I pretty much got the DBC Sunken Silver. I've got 371. That's not quite enough, but I'll be able to pull from some of the other characters to make up for that. So I'll be able to pretty much we'll do Wu together when we get her. Just the same way I did that. We'll max her out. I've got enough to pretty much max her out. And then we'll just have to work through the armor for them. But it's going to be a lot easier now. I'm already working on the rings. I'm sorry, I'm already working on the avatar, the attack items that you need for attack characters. Since I don't have to focus on the others now, I can start building up a little bit of a stash of them. So right now I'm working on getting the amount that you needed. I'm not going to be spending it on him, but I'm using him because you need 167 times 2. So I'm going to use, this is 3. So I'll have the 4, I'll have the 3, and I have 2. But some of the ones previously I might not, so it might take me a little bit longer to do it. But I've got nobody else to work on, so I can focus exclusively on her since I've already maxed out Who and Tang San. So that's where we are at that point. But we should 2 days. We should have an event. I'm hoping it's the new character event, and we'll go over that in terms of that. But you do want to go for Wu. Like I say, Tang San and Wu are the ones I'd be going for if you're going from free to play, simply because of the fact Tang San was first. They're offering shards for him. You get an abundance of shards with him. Both of the forges have had a charge for him, which is why I've been able to get him up to God 2 already. He's just, it's just easy to get shards for him. I mean, he's already got God 3 because Hugh, and I got Hugh quite some time ago. So, yeah, easy to get shards for him because he's the first character. So get him. Okay, he's an excellent all-around character. He's a beast. Okay, as you can see, he's 28. He's already almost more than double what Hugh's power. And Wu's going to be even better than that. I expect Wu will overtake Tang San. And then I'll be running a 4. I'm probably running 4 attacker. I'm assuming that I'm going to give me whichever gives me best damage. Eli does a little bit more damage than Enming simply because of the fact that he's an attacker. Enming's not. Enming is an HP beast. He absorbs damage. Gives off a shield. But he does do some damage himself, just not enough to supplant a character that's actually designed to do damage. So I'm going to put Hugh in here, Wu in here first, see if I can get a damage increase. If I can't, then I'll put him back in and put her in place of that, and I'll run those 3 until we get BB Dong, and then BB Dong will be the 4th character, and she'll most likely replace Enming. And I'll be running 4 attackers. As I've said, 4 attackers. This is a clear feasibility once you get to 119, because by that time you can max out the characters. And you won't need to focus on them from a material level because they're maxed out. and you can start focusing on the other characters in your team. Once I get the fourth, I'll start working on the maxing out the other characters. That's just the way to do it at this particular point. Because there's still interesting new levels of characters, we still haven't been able to build a final team. It's just, a level progression, step progression, as they introduce more powerful characters. You start rolling them in. It takes a little bit longer because it's RNG, but at least you can get them without having to spend any large shares of money for them. So that's what we got. So Immortal Orb, Avatar Advancement Event, and make sure you participate in the red packet draw. Okay, so we'll have a video. Like I say, should be seeing Saturday, Sunday. Should be seeing hopefully the new character, and they'll have the draws for that, and we'll of course have a video for that. All right. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on the bell, get notified each time I drop a video. Ken Rook coming at you from the corner, signing out.